George Michael and Elton John, "Don't Let Your Sun Go Down on Me," was a big hit. I just wanted to make that joke.
Welcome. We are Neil,
Luke,
and Dave.
340-somethings reminiscing on the runners and riders of 90s guitar music.
We look at the bands who soundtracked our youth on both sides of the pond and interview some of our heroes from the bands that defined a generation.
You'll hear about the good, the bad, and the ugly of 90s guitar music.
This podcast is Stupid and Contagious. Episode 17 of the Stupid and Contagious podcast. It's Christmas. This is our Christmas wang. Before we start with this week's episode, Luke, have you seen that post from your brother in the Facebook group about Kurt Cobain and R.E.M.?
I did see it, yeah.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
What did he say?
Well,
he said that he was influenced by early R.E.M. Specifically early R.E.M.
No, he didn't say that at all. It didn't. I looked out for that, and it didn't specifically say early REM. So, I knew that like Kurt and Michael Stark were working together when he died, right? That's supposed to be what he was working on.
They were going to do some stuff. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But actually, if you read the article, which I did, the writer went on about early REM. But Kurt said he liked the last album, which was like Automatic for the People at the time.
Oh, that's fine.
Which everyone agrees is a great album. So, But he did say they were the greatest rock band ever, which is nonsense. But hey,
all right. So your rant still stands.
Rant still stands.
Retractions.
No, Kurt's still my guy. We're still friends. It's all good.
Good.
Yeah.
I thought we'd just clear that up before we got started. Anyway, so
yeah, I did click the link with trepidation, but it was all right. It was all right.
Yeah, I was worried for a second. I thought that could have destroyed your whole world. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's all good. It's all good.
No.
All my prejudices remain intact.
That's fine. Dave, what have you been up to this week?
Oh, getting ready for Christmas. Got up early to Christmas shop this morning.
Did you? What, in Alfriston?
No, Eastbourne. It's a hellhole.
It's nearly as bad. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Like what?
The Beacon.
Well, it's just so busy, isn't it?
So let's step into Christmas, as Elton John once said. Is that right? Did he do that?
Yeah.
Yes.
He did.
Yeah. I've got a list of the UK number ones from 1990, Christmas number ones. Should we start with that?
Disappointing, isn't it?
It's really disappointing. Yeah.
There's hardly any
yeah.
Christmas songs in it.
Well, let's not spoil it for the listeners. They might not know.
All right, I got a list as well. So let's see if we match.
Okay, so I've got 1990 Cliff Richard's Saviour's Day, which is a good song.
I like
it's
that
a good
song.
that one.
You know, I listened to it earlier. It was shit.
It pisses on mistletoe and wine.
It does. It's on the cliff top, all the children all waving. It's good. It's a feel-good Christmas song.
Do you reckon that's better than Mistletoe and Wine?
Yeah.
Is it worse than the Millennium Prayer?
No, we'll come on to that later. So I've got something on that here. We'll say
I want to answer the question. Is it better or worse than the Millennium Prayer?
The Millennium Prayer is the shittest pile of shit that's ever been shite.
Is that him just reading out the Lord's Prayer?
Yeah, but to the tune of Auld Lang Syne, right?
In a desperate attempt to get a number one single in each decade, which he actually could manage to do, I think. So it's like a really bad version of The Doors. It's like a poem to song.
right. Like The End by The Doors. Yeah.
Yeah. Awful.
And I bet he got away without paying the copyright on it and all.
I bet he fucking did. Yeah.
Is your mum still into Cliff Richard, Neil?
Not as much some more, but she was like 80s was her peak period.
Look, what do you mean? Like Wired for Sound period? That was when she liked him.
Yeah, why?
I could understand the 50s stuff. Summer Holiday, Lucky Lips, great tunes, but Wired for Sound?
That's good, Wired for Sound.
But one of the best music videos ever made. I stand by that.
That is good.
It's fucking brilliant.
Is he on roller skates in it?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh yeah,
it is fucking great.
Dave, you got kids? Do people still have roller discos? Are they a thing?
Yeah, we did go to one once, but it's roller blades now. not
Right.
boots.
Right. No.
They're
no.
bad. They're not good for your ankles. 1991, of course, we had the sad death
Wait,
of
wait,
Freddie
wait.
Mercury.
Before you move on from 1990, that was number one. Yeah, no, do you know what was number 5?
No.
Grease Megamix.
It's important that you stop me carrying on.
But that was a thing, right, in the early 90s, Megamixes. Yeah, but it got to number 5 just for putting together some Grease songs.
Saves you time.
I guess.
Is that all you wanted to say?
That's all I wanted to say. Go on.
Right, okay. All right, so, 1991, we had the sad death of Freddie Mercury, and Bohemian Rhapsody was number 1 that year.
There was nothing else Christmassy in the charts. I went down the whole chart looking for something Christmassy.
What, in 1991? Nothing.
Yeah.
So there was no Christmas that year then?
It was cancelled.
Because of his death.
Yeah, out of respect for Freddie, Christmas was cancelled.
Yeah, so 1991 Christmas cancelled. 1992
Although,
Christmas was back.
wait.
Oh,
Although,
hang on, what have we got this
George
time?
Michael and Elton John, "Don't Let Your Sun Go Down on Me," was a big hit. I just wanted to make that joke.
1992, we were back with a bang with Whitney Houston, "I Will Always Love You,"
Yeah, and that had snow in the video, so it was Christmassy.
from The Bodyguard, wasn't it? The film.
Yeah,
Which I went to see at the cinema, weirdly.
it's a good film. It's good.
It's not bad. It's not bad. So, moving on to 1993.
Hang on.
No. I'm going to stop
Hang
you
on.
again. Yeah.
I want to
Okay,
stop
go
him
on.
first.
Oh, you
Well,
stop him first.
me
Go on.
before I go on to the next one.
Shakespeare's Sister, Stay. That was quite Christmassy.
How is that Christmassy?
Because there was angels and stuff in the video, I think. I don't know. I don't think it was.
That's good enough for me.
Christmassy,
All right, that's fair.
But yeah, it's a good song anyway, worth a mention.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's not worth a mention. Number 3,
Go on.
Charles and Eddie. Would I lie to you?
You just mentioned it.
I know, loved it. As you were.
So 1993, Mr. Blobby with Mr. Blobby.
The big one. How does it go?
Blobby, Blobby, Blobby. I think that's it.
I was going to say Mr. Blobby, but that's Bob the Builder, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it goes Blobby, Mr. Blobby. Doesn't it?
I was looking that song up on Spotify earlier, and I came across another song called "I Kicked Mr. Blobby in the Balls."
Was it
It
by
wasn't
Mr.
very
Blobby?
good. No. I can't remember the name of the artist. It wasn't very good, I have to say.
I don't care if it was good or not. It's a great name for a song. 1994, obviously, iconic.
Wait.
Hang on a minute.
There was another big Christmas one. There was a big Christmas one at number 10 in Christmas 93. Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Power of Love.
Ah, that is a good song.
Re-release.
That is a good song.
Yeah, Power of Love,
Obviously.
1993. Yeah.
Mm. And another one, I didn't realise Take That did the soundtrack to Babe. That was 93.
That is a top quality joke.
Well, it's here. I mean, it says it here, Babe.
Was that
Pig in
number
the
2
City.
then?
Yeah,
Is that number
Yeah.
2?
it was number 2.
Think
Oh,
so.
that was because we had Mark Owen's dulcet tones.
Mark
on that one,
Owen.
didn't we?
Yeah, my favourite. Yeah, it's great.
Who was your favourite, Neil?
Vocalist in Take That.
Or just man?
In Take That.
Yeah. Member,
Um,
I should say.
probably Mark Owen. Although he's gone a bit weird lately, but
He went indie for a bit, didn't he? He had long hair and he released like an indie album. It was good.
it was all right. Yeah, it wasn't bad. But he didn't do very well, I don't think. But
Dave?
For me, it's probably a 3-way split between
no, you can't do that.
Robbie, Mark, and Gary.
You can't
You
split
have to
3 out
choose
of
one, man.
5. You've
Come
basically
on, you
used
can't
more than
choose
half
3
of
of
them.
Robbie, then.
But you look a bit like Gary Barlow.
Do I?
Yeah, a bit.
Yeah.
I don't mind
Out
that.
of all of them, you look more like Gary Barlow.
And they've got that song, "See You in a Minute, Girl."
It's not even close to that.
Come on. That's so nearly
That's
worked.
pretty good. I like that.
Thank you.
All right,
you.
it's not bad, but
Yeah. Anyway, we're going on to 1994 now. And it's the iconic E17, Stay Another Day. Another non-Christmas song.
A good one, though. They had white coats. Snow's white.
I,
It's Christmas, isn't
yeah,
it?
Babe just played a blinder on that one, didn't it? Put a few bells on the end, put some white
Genius.
coats on. Christmas number
Yeah.
one.
It's really good. I was listening to it earlier. It's a really good song, eh?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's a great song. Almost pop perfection, I guess. It's just great, isn't it? Does anyone else want to say anything about 1994 before I move on?
Yeah, it had loads
Normally
of
you
songs.
move on and then we stop you.
Number 2 was Mariah. All I Want for
Oh, was
Christmas Is
it?
You.
Was that 1994? I mean, that's a huge. That's the biggest Christmas song of all time, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
I think it's
Yeah,
most
yeah.
played.
Over here in Japan, there's only 2 Christmas songs that gets played, apart from like the traditional ones. It's Mariah and Wham, of course, and they are played on a loop, basically on a loop. It's great. It's great.
Andy Ridgely's sitting there in his house in Cornwall, just raking it in, isn't he, every year?
No, he's not. I think this is true. They committed all proceeds to that song to charity.
I think George Michael gave him writing credits on Careless Whisper, so I think he makes a lot of money out of that one.
Don't forget Bon Jovi. Please Come Home for Christmas as well.
Of course, yeah. I mean, Bon Jovi was riding high back in 94, wasn't he? That was like he came back with his shorter hair, you know.
Yeah, that was great. Good tunes.
Yeah, Always and all that, wasn't it? Always, Dead or Alive.
Yeah.
Did you Dead or Alive?
Yeah.
It's a good album, that. I remember Becca had that album. She loved it.
It's good. Yeah.
It was a great album.
There you go.
He looked good,
John
didn't
Bon
he?
Jovi.
He looked good. He looked good
He
with his sort of
did. Still
mullet
does look
and-
good. Still does look good.
Yeah, he can't really sing anymore, unfortunately, which is
Oh, is that right? Is his voice
you
gone?
need that for a second. Yeah, it's not very. Yeah, there's been some sort of live stuff shared that's a bit dodgy, to say the least.
But how does that? How do you just lose your voice suddenly? Has he had throat cancer?
No, he's not a mute. It's not very good anymore. We're going to 1995 now.
Before I stop, but wait. Just before we move on. Not Christmassy, but who was at number 3?
Boys to Men.
Oasis. Whatever.
Great song.
Christmas 94.
Great song. It's not on any albums, that one, is it?
No,
It's
it's
a
right. that's
standalone
right.
single.
Yeah.
Standalone single.
Yeah.
Really great song. Isn't one of them missing on that one because he was ill or something?
Boner.
Hilarious, Dave.
Yeah, not one of your better ones, Dave.
I'll keep it in, but yeah. Unfortunately, the Christmas number one of 1995 was Michael Jackson, the Shite Song.
It's not a bad
Yeah,
song, is it?
Earthstar. It's
I don't mind it.
It's pretty bad, isn't it?
It's not his worst song, I'm sure of that.
It's not his worst song. And it did have a message. I
Mm.
mean, what have we done? to
it
this
was
world?
so
What have
kind
we-
of
look what we've
overblown,
done.
self-righteous
Yeah, that-
fucking shite, though, wasn't it? Like
That's
Yeah,
what
Jarvis
Cocker
wiggling his
bummed
arse at
it.
it. It's got to
Yeah.
be the perfect response, right?
I think that's why we all hate it so much, maybe. Maybe Jarvis
Yeah.
sort of cemented it as a...
No.
As that
If any
song.
song ever deserved to have an arse wiggled at it, it's that one.
I mean, that was a moment. That
It
was a
was.
moment. He didn't really do anything, did he? That's the thing. He just
That was a 90s
literally
moment.
wafted his arse.
It really was, yeah.
Anything else about 1995 of interest?
Yeah, number 2.
Everything But the Girl?
No, that was number 5. It's related to Oasis, but it's not Oasis.
Mike Flowers' Plop.
Mike Flowers Plop. Wonderwall.
Ooh.
Number 2.
Oh, what's he doing these days?
What about Gangster's Paradise?
Oh, that was 95. Yeah, good hit.
I guess we'll get to it in the 95 wang, I guess. But, okay, so 93, Mr. Blobby's Riding High, right? Everyone loves him. So 95, Mr. Blobby releases his follow-up, Christmas in Blobbyland. What number does it get to?
60.
Not that bad, 39.
Fame is fleeting, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Cruel
It
Mistress.
is fleeting. The music industry in the 90s, brutal.
There you go. Just took in Blobby and spat him out,
We-
you know?
We've spoken about this before.
But then, you know, Main Street would have given their right leg to get us top 39, wouldn't they?
A top 39.
Top
Yeah.
39. Yeah.
We would. All right. What was that attack for? Came out of nowhere.
Well, it's just a bit of spite for Christmas. That's the
Right,
time
okay.
for spite.
Christmas
isn't
spite.
it? Christmas.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
just one of the verses of Mistletoe and Wine.
So 1995. Have we anyone else from 1995 before I move on?
Yeah.
So obviously, 1996, we started the reign of the Spice Girls
Yeah.
with "To Become One," which is a good song.
Oh man, I think it's their best one.
It's a Christmassy video in London, isn't it?
Don't know, but they got coats on, so it must be winter.
They were good, weren't they? I mean, they just
were
come
good.
out. 96, they'd had a whopping year. And then that to top it all off, you know.
That song is about sex, isn't it?
Dave, come on.
Come on,
You have to
David.
lower
You
the
read
tone,
between the
don't you?
lines. Look at the poetry,
you
the
would.
lyrics. I think that's what it's about.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
What else could it be about?
Just two souls becoming one.
I don't think the Spice Girls
Sorry about
had
that.
sex. No.
96, anyone? Anyone for anyone?
Well,
96?
number 2.
Fugees?
No.
Oasis?
Don't blame.
Oh, I don't know why I laughed. I laughed before
It's
you
not
said
funny.
it, so that's not.
It's all
I
right.
laughed.
I forgive
I
you.
laughed before, so that's okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I
So it's like some choir, and they did a version of "Knocking on Heaven's Door."
Oh, we can't slag that off, can we?
We can't make a joke
We're
about
not.
it either.
We're not slagging it off.
No, but we
No.
probably would have before if it wasn't something so profound. We could go into gun laws in America now, but probably not. Probably not
No.
for a Christmas wang. We do want an
Yeah.
American audience as well, though, so we don't want to alienate everyone, and we do recognise it's difficult.
We do want to alienate people that think loose gun laws are good, right? Don't
Not
we?
if it gets us views.
I do.
No.
So you're willing to sacrifice some children's lives if it gives us a few extra downloads?
I'm joking. Yeah, you're right. We don't want those fuckers anyway. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Well, also number 13, the Smurfs. Your Christmas Wish. Don't remember that.
Okay. No, I don't. Purple bastards.
Well, they're blue, aren't they?
Oh, are they blue bastards?
Yeah. I mean, they're bastards, but they're blue.
Okay, so moving on to 1997. Well, again, the Spice Girls carry it, you know, too much this time.
Yeah.
Not their best one, I don't think.
No, not bad though. Not bad.
I don't know. It's probably one of my least favourite Spice Girls songs, I think.
It's just nah, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a bit. Yeah. Like Dave said.
Well, following the success of the charity from 96,
I can't take the piss out of this one either.
no, I'm not. Well, you can because
wasn't
it's
Military Wives, was it?
no. Well, Children in Need started doing the charity stuff around here, right? So I don't know who was in it, but various musicians did a version of Perfect Day, which got to number 3. And there's one other huge Christmas song here, which was number 7 in 97. Christmas 97.
What?
Well, an
Have a
actual
guess.
Christmas song.
No, but you know.
97.
What then? Candle in the Wind?
No, not Sandals in the Bin.
It always makes me laugh.
Mother Teresa died at the same time, right?
What
Oh,
you're
fuck
saying?
off. She looks like E.T. Okay, it's probably the one of the biggest ever non-Christmassy Christmas songs. It's Angels.
Without Angels, his career was on a downward spiral, wasn't it? Yeah, he released like a few songs. He did Freedom, didn't he, and all that sort of stuff. And it didn't really hit with the British public until Angels, really.
When did he go swing?
Oh, that was much later.
And then 1998, we had their last, Spice Girls' last Christmas number 1, aptly titled Goodbye. See you later. Sayonara, Dick Nose.
Sayonara Dick Nose. I don't know if I know that one. How does it go?
Bye, bye, da-do.
Goodbye, my friend.
Can I just say that one of my favourite Spice Girls songs is a B-side, either to that or another one, and that's a Christmas song, Christmas Wrapping.
Oh, it's a cover. Of the
But I like
Waitresses.
the original and their cover.
I just wanted to get this in here because I might never get to mention this on any other podcast, and I probably will forget about it. My favourite cover by a pop artist is Tattoo's How Soon Is Now.
Good it. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
really fucking good. And it's a great tune anyway. And they do it justice, so it's worth a listen.
Yeah.
I like Tattoo as well.
They were right, weren't they?
Were they Russian?
Good. Yeah, Russian, yeah.
So number 2, Chef chocolate salty balls.
I forgot about
Isaac
It's a
Hayes,
good
man.
song.
It's great. Yeah.
Who actually sang it? Wasn't it someone who is
Yeah,
a
Isaac
singer?
Isaac Hayes.
I-
Well, he
yeah,
does
yeah.
the voice in it anyway. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember it now.
Also, number 3, Denise
Yeah.
and Johnny with their cover of "Especially for You" and Other Children in Need.
Oh,
special.
Denise Van Outen and Johnny.
Johnny Vaughan. Would you remember he had a TV show called Horrible?
No.
Nah, yeah, maybe.
Oh, fucking hell! I loved Horrible. Horrible was good. I remember a couple of years ago, I tried to look up loads of Horrible episodes on YouTube, and there were a few on there. Still funny,
Yeah.
man. They're kind of like ahead of kind of like lad culture.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
what's his name from the In-Betweeners? Jay from the In-Betweeners was like a young Jay was in there.
Oh, really?
It was-
He's a really
yeah,
cool guy.
Yeah.
No,
Good
yeah, I
stuff.
really like that sort of period of the Big Breakfast. I thought that was probably better than the Chris Evans era. To be fair, I thought the
Yeah, it's
Johnny
good, eh?
Vaughan, Denise Van Outen was good. Anything else from
There you go.
1998?
Just Fat Les, Naughty Christmas, Goblin in the Office.
Oh, because he was still riding high from the 98 football song he released.
I
think,
guess. Yeah. It wasn't too
Yeah, so-
successful, but yeah.
So he thought he'd try and shove a Christmas one in there as well.
But you say he, wasn't it a band?
Wasn't it Keith Allen?
Keith
Keith Allen
yeah.
was
Oh,
the
he
main
did-
guy, but him and his friends, basically, right?
So 1999, yeah. I don't really like talking about this song because it's just so awful. It's a double A side, and they're both awful. It was Westlife.
Well,
with I
no,
Have
we're gonna
a-
have to. Okay, go on.
What? Go on. What?
No, go on. No, go on.
I Have a Dream and Seasons in the Sun.
See, I'm going to disagree with you on Seasons in the Sun.
You like that?
Well, do you know the original Terry Jaggs?
Yeah, but their one isn't like that.
Oh man, that song really fucked me up when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's quite a haunting song.
Oh man, it's about death. But it's
Yeah.
this like really fun, like light, airy song. It's all about it really fucked me up when that hit me, man.
But they don't know that, do they? Westlife probably
I'm
still
sure
don't
they
know
do.
that. I
I'm
doubt.
sure they do.
Anyway, it was awful. I Have a Dream's awful.
Yeah, that is bad. But I'll disagree on Seasons in the Sun just because the source material is so good.
That was the start of the Westlife era of domination.
There
1999.
you go.
I think Westlife probably would be number one on my worst bands of all time.
I thought that you'd be into that sort of vibe.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Maybe that's why it's sort of my kind of thing, but maybe that's why I'm so triggered by it.
Right. It's too close to home.
They're making a mockery of your genre.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if there was sort of friction between the Lighthouse Boys and those backstage at the old festivals or whatever. Probably was. Do you know what I mean?
Friendly rivalry, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Can you name a good Westlife song?
Flying Without Wings is all right.
Oh, is that Westlife?
Yeah, that's all
That
right.
is a fucking abomination, isn't it, that song? Fucking out. It's gross.
They didn't even dance, did they? They were always just sitting on stools.
Oh, they were famous. They were famous for starting on stools, and then at the key change, they got off the stools and walked a few steps in
nice.
front.
Oh, that's all it
Famous
takes, though.
for it.
That's all it takes.
Yeah. So after we went through.
Wait. We haven't finished with 99.
1999. Go on.
Well, we've already mentioned the Millennium Prayer. That's done. But
Here we are.
following on from the success of Chocolate Salty Balls from the previous year, Mr. Hanky released Mr. Hanky the Christmas Poo. Climbed to number 8 in the charts.
I mean, it's not bad, is it?
But it's a reminder of how big South Park was, right? It's really
South
interesting. And it's still going, and it's still good, right? And it's still good.
Did they use the word poo then and not poop? I thought poop was American for poo.
Yeah.
P-O-O.
Yeah, POO. Yeah.
Anything else?
Well, Tom Jones and Keris with the "Baby It's Cold Outside" cover, which has become a bit of a classic since then, hasn't it? Yeah,
No, they're not allowed to sing it anymore
misogynistic.
because it's about like it's sort of
Not even allowed to say "Merry Christmas" anymore, are you?
not allowed to celebrate Christmas in this country or wear a poppy. You can't do any of
I know.
that stuff anymore.
Can't do it. Get arrested.
Can I just point out Luke's drinking out of a ramekin?
It's just a normal glass full of the golden nectar. I'm on the piss.
Whee.
It's Christmas party, isn't it? It's Christmas wang.
Yeah.
That's about 100 millilitres of beer you're getting there.
This is one of my bigger glasses. I was going to have a smaller glass.
You'll be drunk soon.
Party, man. What the fuck?
It's not Graham Norton, is it?
It's like that, isn't it?
A little bit. Are we done with 99? Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
I was trying to find out a similar sort of chart for the US, but I couldn't find any.
I was going to say about that. 'Cause I looked that up as well. And it's not that you can't find them. There's zero crossover between American Christmas songs and UK Christmas songs. It's amazing. It's amazing. Like, all the stuff that we think are standard, like, Slade and stuff, they don't have a clue. And I looked up some playlists earlier, and I was like, I don't know any of this. But do you remember when Bob Dylan came out with that "Must Be Santa Claus" song? And he's kind of going mad and going around the house. Do you remember that?
Maybe, but I remember there was the David Bowie and Bing Crosby one. They always
Right.
watch
Yeah.
that over there, don't they?
But that Bob Dylan one, I thought that was like an original song. And I mentioned something to like my American colleagues at work, and they thought I was like taking the piss. And they're like, no, it's like a standard like Christmas song. I just never heard of it. Yeah, there's no crossover whatsoever.
Surely Mariah
It's
Carey
weird.
is.
No.
Yeah, I guess Mariah
Yeah,
and
And
Wham, I
Wham.
guess.
Surely
Yeah,
Wham.
Mariah
It's
and
just
Wham
re-
only, maybe.
It's just really hard to find a chart over there. Like I looked to try and find the Billboard one for Christmas. I couldn't find anything. But I did find some honourable mentions from the 90s. TLC, Sleigh Ride, 1992.
Oh, I like a bit of TLC.
I do, yeah. They were good.
Yeah.
Boys to Men, Let It Snow, 1993.
Nice.
Adam Sandler, the Hanukkah song, 1993.
Right, I know that. That's pretty famous. Yeah.
1997, Hanson, Everybody Knows the Clause, off their seminal Christmas album, Snowed In. I mean, they were riding high at the time, weren't they? The Hanson Boys, 97. That must have been around the time of Bebop, was it?
Was it that late? Huh.
Yeah, I think so. 96, 97.
Still a good song.
Yeah. Backstreet Boys,
Yeah.
Christmas Time.
Right.
Not to be outdone by Backstreet Boys, NSYNC released Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays in 1998.
See, I don't know any of these songs, right?
No, I don't. I think that's that section done. Indie ones that I found. Sonic Youth released Santa Doesn't Cop Out on Dope.
Nice.
Harvey Danger. Remember he did that, what was that song that was everywhere?
Day.
Flagpole Sitter. It was famous I think it was in a program or something.
Don't know it.
They did Sometimes You Have to Work on Christmas, in brackets, sometimes. Don't know what that means.
Well, only sometimes,
180
isn't it? Not always.
Blink 182, I Won't Be Home for Christmas.
Yeah, I know that one.
Simple as that.
They had a whole Christmas
Simple
album, I
as
think,
that.
maybe, Blink-182. Yeah.
Did they? Well, they won't be home for Christmas.
No.
Fuck you to Christmas, isn't it?
I found a good one. I think Blink-182. It's got, I think, called like "Happy Holidays, You Bastard" or something. Blink-182. I was listening to earlier. It was great.
I don't mind a bit of Blink 182. So there's a ska punk band called the Vandals. who
Yeah,
released
man. I know what you're going to say. Yeah.
Oi to the World in 1996.
One of my favourites. That's one of the great Christmas songs. Yeah.
It was covered by No Doubt in 1997 as well.
Yeah.
They also
Yeah.
did Oi to the World.
I think they did it better.
No Doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good song. I like it.
Have
I
you
like
listened
a bit
to
of
it?
Ska anyway. Yeah. Listen, I like a bit of ska.
It's so funny. They're like these guys with American accents, and the lyrics are like nicking a packet of crisps from the pub, and this kind of stuff, right? It's a really serious song. It's about skinheads beating up like this, this Asian person in a pub, and God coming down on Christmas Day and getting revenge on the skins. It's
Yeah, that's right.
it's a really cool song.
I mean, I don't know, some people might not realise, but no doubt they were heavily influenced by ska in the early days. That was their main sort of
Oh, it's their big thing.
influence.
Yeah, ska punk.
Yeah. They were huge.
Yeah.
But it's sort of morphed into more of a sort of, I don't know. Don't Speak isn't really ska, is it? You know?
Yeah, Oi to the World. That'd be in my top 10 Christmas songs. It's great. It's great.
What about Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, Xmas Time? It sure doesn't feel like it.
Well, the thing is, like, for some reason, like punk bands and garage punk bands, they always do Christmas songs. Always did. It's kind
know,
of
it's weird,
tradition
isn't it?
of it, right? It's really interesting. Yeah.
I've got another one here for you though. You must know this because you're a huge Beck fan. The little drum machine boy.
Brilliant. Don't know
Have
it.
you not heard it?
Don't know it.
I
No,
thought you were
don't
a
think so.
massive Beck fan.
No, I like the early stuff. I think I'm
Not
not into
Odelay.
his later kind of. Odelay's great. I've got that behind me. Odelay's great, still good. And Midnight Vultures is brilliant. After that, I kind of lost interest when he went kind of singer songwritery. Yeah,
Yeah. Pixies, Winter Long. Never heard it.
don't know it.
Any good?
Yeah,
I'd never heard it. Smashing Pumpkins, Christmas Time.
there you go.
That's probably rubbish.
Yeah. It probably is. Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got for the US.
Well, I also need to add the Low Christmas album. Is I think it's amongst indie fans. It's seen as like the best Christmas album ever. Really.
Low by Cracker.
No.
great
No,
song.
good song though. No, the band Low. He died
Okay.
recently, actually, Mimi Parker, very sadly. But yeah, the opening track, Just Like Christmas, it's just beautiful, man. Beautiful. It's interesting, right? So the charts there weren't many Christmas songs. They were charity, novelty, but not many decent Christmas songs, right? We didn't mention, and one that my brother Sam, he posted on the Facebook page the other day, that Saint Etienne one,
that's good.
which was them and Tim Burgess. They
that's
did
right.
it on the Word as well. I looked at earlier. They played it on the Word.
Yeah.
I think Saint Etienne are one of the most boring bands ever, possibly the most boring band ever to have existed, and I fucking hate them with all of my might. Sorry, Sam. But this song wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. I was born on Christmas Day. You missed Roy Chubby Brown, Rocking Good Christmas in '96.
Yeah. Okay.
Who was he again? Was he a racist comedian?
Yeah. That's him. And he just made jokes about being fat all the time. That was his main thing, right? One of it, I was bullied at school. The kids stole my lunch money, bought a car. Yeah.
I have got the UK indie charts here from each Christmas.
Oh, go on. But they're not Christmassy. If they're not Christmassy, I guess there's no point.
Let's go through them really quickly, shall I?
All right.
But they're it's not necessarily indie bands, it's just indie labels because there's some shit on here. 1990 Yazoo, Situation. 1991 Alternate, Activate. Very
Nice.
Christmassy.
Love that. They wore like those masks you wear when you're doing sanding, didn't they? It's brilliant.
They did. They became big in the pandemic, those masks, but they were ahead of their time.
Yeah, they were.
1992 The Shaman, Forever People. Great tune.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
93 K7, Come Baby Come.
Come, baby, come. I'm gonna give you loving when you're gonna give me some.
Okay, Ant and Dec, Eternal Love in 94.
What's
That's
that?
what I mean. I didn't think they were indie, but
Probably had their own label, didn't they? They got their own production company and shit, right? They're probably on their own label even back then.
yeah, 95 Bjork, Oh So Quiet.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, well that was in the charts as well. That was top 5 as well.
96 The Prodigy, Breathe, again, very Christmassy.
Ooh, brilliant
know.
song though.
97 Propellerheads, featuring Shirley Bassey, History
Oh
Repeated.
right, history repeating. Love that.
And 1999 Steps, they weren't indie, they weren't even on an indie label, surely. Heartbeat,
They must have.
Tragedy. And again, I've got Cliff Richard for 99, Millennium Prayer. He wasn't he can't have been on an indie label.
Where'd you get your data?
It's Wikipedia, so it's not verified, is it? But yeah, that's my indie rundown.
There you go.
Right, what else we got?
I can talk about my favourite Christmas songs ever, but they're not all 90s. That's the problem.
That's all
I
right.
do it?
I think
Go
we
on.
can. Yeah,
Go
we
on.
can. It's our podcast. We do what we want.
All right.
Fuck it.
All
It's
right.
Christmas. You're drunk. Let's do it.
I've had half a small beer.
90s wasn't a great decade for Christmas songs, was it?
No.
We have to go
Yeah.
a bit outside the boundaries.
Yeah, let's do the favorite. What are we doing? Favorite Christmas songs?
Favourite Christmas. Have you got some?
Yeah, of course.
Why don't you two go first and I'll go last? Because I'm prepared.
I like Fairy Tale in New York. It's a great song. I know everyone loves it, but it's a great tune, you know.
Yeah.
And it's quite poignant at the moment with old Shane MacGowan's passing. It's just a good song, though.
It really is. Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
The video's really cool as well with Matt Dillon or whatever in it, and
Black and white. Yeah, it's really
yeah,
it's great.
it's just cool. It's just cool vibes. They're all smoking in the video. It's all smoke everywhere. It's just quite a cool little video. I just like that song. Just think it is very Christmassy. But yeah, again, we've already spoken about it. The Power of Love by Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Yeah.
It's just another great tune.
Yeah.
But also, I do love The Darkness. Don't Let the Bells End. I do.
I was wondering if that was going to come up. Yeah.
I do. I
yeah.
think it's good. I think it's good.
What's it called again?
Don't Let the Bells End. Just trying to capitalise on their quite short stint of fame by releasing a Christmas song. But I do think it's good.
I mean, anything that invokes the word bell end in the charts, it's got to be a winner, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Got to be happy with that.
So what are we just doing top three? Because if we are, then they're mine.
Yeah, let's do three. That's three's good. Yeah.
Dave?
Top three. It doesn't have to be 90s. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the one I've already mentioned, that Spice Girls and
Two Become One.
Waitresses one. No, the Waitresses.
Christmas
Yeah.
rapping.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
And
Of all time.
yeah, all time Christmas.
That would be in your top three of all time.
No, that's a good point. No,
No, you don't have to change your mind just because I've said it.
But you're right. Probably wouldn't be in the top three. There's one I've mentioned before to you about the Kate Bush song, and it's probably just because I can't have it that I think it's my favourite because it's not on Spotify.
What's it called?
December Will Be Magic Again, but it is a really
heard
good
of it.
song, I think.
I like Kate Bush, so I'm sure it is.
Yeah,
Mm.
I would go for Fairy Tale of New York.
Can we just go back to Kate Bush quickly?
Yeah,
I just think I think she's brilliant, and I love the fact she did those gigs, and then hasn't done any. She didn't do anything before that, and she hasn't done anything since. And I know a lot of people just retire and then they come back about a year later. It's not really retirement and stuff, but she really did sort of take herself out of the public eye for all those years.
she's got some fairly recent albums.
Yeah, she still makes music, but she doesn't. She didn't want to play live anymore, did she? That's the point. And
Right.
she just never did. And then she done those gigs, which were huge, and then she hasn't done anything since. And I think she probably won't do anything again.
And then
I like
on the
that.
back of Stranger Things, she got massive again, right? Totally worked though. That was so good.
Yeah. She could have just done a tour then, but she hasn't, obviously,
Yeah.
because it's not her thing. Yeah, I mean that's perfect. That song for that series.
Yeah. That scene was done so well done. So good.
I mean, I don't know if you guys are into Stranger Things. I love it. But I just think the music, the setting it in the 80s, they've just done such a great job on that. It's perfect. The music they use is always bang on. I just love that program. But yeah, that song and that iconic scene, just great.
All right, is that how many you've got? That if you don't, that only one, Dave.
I'll switch to Do They Know It's Christmas?
Oh,
Band-Aid.
Only the
one.
original. Yeah, one. It's got to be one, right? Who
Yeah,
does the
yeah,
first
definitely.
line? Come on. It's a good
George
quiz
Michael?
question, this. No,
It's Christmas.
Mm.
Don't tell me.
I'm going to tell you.
I can't remember.
It's Paul Young.
Paul Young. Brilliant.
Yeah, Band-Aid 1. Sorry, yeah, that's a great song. Maybe that is in my top 3. It's just really good, yeah.
I mean, the
Really good.
comparison between that and We Are the World, which is the most cloying, fucking disgusting, cliched, like
Yeah.
nonsense. It's horrible.
I mean-
I got to stand up for We Are the World. There's
Oh,
a really
fuck
good.
off.
There's a really
Go
good
on.
bit in that song.
Go
Go
on.
on.
So, what's it? It might be the middle 8 or something, but there is a really good part of it. But most of it's pretty sickly.
It's sickly, that's what it is.
Self-indulgent. The Band-Aid was very much, I know they kind of, everyone does it a little bit for their self-promotion and stuff. That's just life, isn't it? But it was thrown together really quickly, and it wasn't all sort of look at us. But the American one was just like,
It's just a horrible
it's
song.
horrible.
Yeah.
It was the opposite.
And it's
of what it
massive
should have
over
been.
here. Still, it's really famous over here. Even it's weird. Like younger people know it, but no one knows. No one knows Band-Aid, right? Do you know, Dave?
Yeah.
I found Lighthouse Family in 2019. They released a 4-track Christmas EP,
Did they?
digital only. Yeah. I listened to it. I found 2 songs off of it. One was what was it? One was like a cover of a well-known one. It was so bad. It was really, really bad.
I thought you were going to say
Yeah.
how good it was.
No, it was terrible. It was terrible. And they were only like, it's on YouTube, and there were like 5 comments or something. And like one of them was like, this is a horrible version of this song.
Oh, poor Ben.
The others were supportive. Welcome back, lads. This kind of thing. But it was
Yeah,
not
yeah.
good.
Are you sure it was
not
them?
good. Oh yeah. It didn't sound much like him. But then the second track was called River. I don't know if it was like a cover or whatever. That had the Lighthouse sound to it, definitely. But oh man, was it bad?
Thanks, man.
Hey, all part of the service.
Yeah, Band-Aid, it was good, wasn't it? But
It was.
Band-Aid 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, not so good. So, Luke, what's your top 3?
Okay, I was going to go.
Are we going to know any
run
of
out
them?
I've run out of beer. No, you're not going to know any of them. No. Okay. Number 3. I've got these 7 inches, which I really like. This like US like garage rock label, Flying Bomb. I've only got 2 of the volumes. There's floor. The one I'm good. This is actually I think come out in the 90s, and this is like the same scene as like the Detroit garage rock scene, like the White Stripes came out of, basically that kind of whole thing. And there's a track by Bantam Rooster called "Let's Just Fuck for Christmas," which is my favorite track on there. Highly recommended. Although the Von Bondi's one on volume 1, "Ain't No Chimney in the Big House," is really good as well. Yeah, so that's number 3. Sticking in the same area, number 2 is White Stripes. They did a Christmas single
Did they?
called "Candy Cane Children," and it's so good. And on the B-side, Meg actually sings. It's kind of beautiful. So they do a version of they tell the story of the Magi from the Bible, and Meg sings "Silent Night," and it's a beautiful thing, man. It's beautiful. Oh man, fucking. Are you ready?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, you're not going to know it. One of my favourite bands ever.
This is
Tim
going to be a
Benson.
real anti-climate.
So late 90s, early 2000s band. Really weird, like 2-piece, like really weird indie band, basically.
Yeah.
I've got like loads and loads of their singles. Really, really cool. And they got this song "Black Snow," and that's my favorite ever Christmas song, and it's so good. It's so good. I'm going to put it on the playlist. And the B-side, "Snowman, Snow Girl," is almost as good. These 2 would probably be my top 2 if I had to choose.
Okay,
So good. Just weird
go.
90s UK indie Christmas song.
Yeah,
Black
stick it on the
Snow.
playlist, man. We'll have a listen.
And if you don't know Tim Benson, oh man, you're in for a treat.
None of you mentioned Bros, "Silent Night."
Don't know that version.
It was a double A side with "Cat Amongst the Pigeons."
Oh, I like "Cat Amongst the Pigeons." Yeah.
We've all seen the documentary, right? It's fucking brilliant. If you haven't seen that, go and watch it. It's fucking brilliant.
It's probably the best music documentary ever made, isn't it?
Because they're serious, aren't they? They are serious.
They're completely serious.
It's fucking mental.
Yeah.
It's mental. I love it. It is brilliant.
What's your favourite bit from the Bros documentary?
I like the Conkers bit.
Yeah.
That's quite good. There's so many. They're just It's just mental, isn't it? It's just fucking brilliant. What's your favourite bit?
The Conkers is good. Talking about the dart is good as well. They just had one dart to play with as kids. They didn't have a dartboard or anything. Just one dart.
That's it. That's another good bit.
But they can't have been
enjoyed that.
serious, can they?
That's the thing.
That's the thing.
That's the beauty.
I
of
haven't
it.
seen it. I've only seen clips.
Watch it.
Oh man, you
brilliant.
couldn't write something like that, right? You couldn't write it. So good.
It's so good. If we found out that they weren't serious, it would just change the whole thing. But the fact that they are is what makes it.
Yeah.
It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, give it a go, Dave. It's good.
Can we just talk about simply having a wonderful Christmas time? It's so terrible.
He's just having a wonderful Christmas time, Neil. Don't
It's
begrudge him
all right.
that.
It's awful.
Fucking hell. What do you let him have a wonderful Christmas? That's all
It's
he's
got
doing.
that silly sort of noise in the background. It's just the whole song's horrible. And then John Lennon releases "Merry Christmas, War Is Over," which is brilliant, and it's just light and shade.
So basically, this is all you need. You just need the Now Christmas album from 1985.
Yeah, if we
Your
were doing
Christmas
an
is
80s
sorted,
podcast,
basically.
but we're doing a 90s podcast.
Oh, fuck off. We just established the 90s was shit for Christmas songs.
That's our Christmas wang. That's our rundown
That's our Christmas wang.
of the 90s, bit of the 80s.
It's not the 90s, but I did want to mention the Crackpots. Well, it's the latest single from Cunt and the Gang. Well, he's gone
What's they got this
mainstream.
year?
Well, exactly. He claims it's not him, but of course it is. So he's got a new band called the Crackpots with a K. A song called Proper Christmas. It's really good. It's really fun. And the video's cool. These puppets and shit. And he's gone mainstream, man. He hasn't called Rishi Sunak a cunt or anything like that. It's
But that's disappointing, isn't it?
He's gone for the cash in, right? He's gone for the cash in. But it's a fun song. So if you haven't, get on it, support it. It's good stuff.
Well, hopefully it'll beat
Proper Christmas.
Lad Baby to #1 this year.
Well, that's
We
his
can
whole
stop
thing,
that
man. That's his
shit.
whole thing. He fucking hates Lad Baby. It's that's the whole point, basically.
I used to. I didn't mind him before he started doing all that stuff, but it's become a bit. It's boring now. Do you know what I mean? I think it's 4 years now or something. I know it's for charity though, so we'll let him off. It is for charity, so.
What was your best ever Christmas present?
And a Commodore Amiga 500.
Oh fuck! I had one of those as well.
You both
Mate.
did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah.
That was a good computer.
Oh man, you wait until we get onto Wang number whatever, and we get onto 97, and I'll my #1 album of the year of that year was completely made on an Amiga 500.
What was my favourite? I think it must have been a bike. I think I got a.
See, that's my answer. Yeah,
It's got to be, isn't it?
I got I got a BMX, Halford's BMX.
I think it was my mountain bike. I think I got an Apollo something mountain bike.
I had an Apollo as well.
I think we had the same bike.
We might have done, yeah.
No, I had the same bike as Dobby.
I think I had an Apollo though. They were like the cheapest
It was
mountain
the
bike
big-
that could be
It was the
bought,
big,
basically, weren't
big
they?
mountain bike. I think they were big in Halfords that Christmas, yeah. All right, so let's wrap it up. I hope everyone has a good Christmas. I hope everyone listening has enjoyed this ramble through Christmas songs. If you are watching, please do give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Let us know your favourite Christmas songs, albums, memories, all that shit.
And if there's any indie stuff that we've missed, because there probably is, that let us know. Let us know. Yeah.
Yeah, because we did try, but we couldn't really find anything. But yeah, let us know for sure.
Let us know.
Oh, nice.
If you're listening, like, review, rate, do all that stuff. Like I always say, it's really important because it helps other people find the podcast. So please do that.
mixtape. Well, I'll update it after what we've spoken about today. But yeah, it's halfway done. Some good stuff on there. I've tried to put a mix of chart stuff and indie stuff. There's a mix of US and UK stuff on there. So yeah, enjoy.
Next week it's quite exciting. We're doing a quiz. Dave's doing a quiz. So I'm going to do what I normally do and put a little premiere on YouTube and play along. Join us and play along to Dave's quiz. Be a fun one.
I'm Neil. I'm nervous about this. Are you?
Yeah, I'm not very good with musical knowledge a lot of the time.
It's not. I see. It's not that. It's not that. I don't trust Dave. He's going to come up with some weird shit. That's what I'm worried about.
Oh, what do you mean?
Do you know what he's like?
Yeah, I know.
Well, if you don't trust me,
but
you
we
do
can't
it.
vet.
No,
it, can
no,
we?
no, no, no. No, yeah,
Can't
no, no.
vet it.
You do it your way, though. You do it your way.
Join us. Come along. Go on YouTube on whenever it comes out, Friday midnight, and play along to the quiz. Honestly, me and Luke have no idea what it's going to be either. It'll be a surprise for everyone, like a Christmas New Year surprise from Dave. So yeah, look forward to that. Dave looks excited.
Yeah, like a little excited elf in his hat.
It's my big moment, isn't it?
Yeah,
This is it.
yeah.
It's all going to
Yeah.
come down to this one moment.
It's like that Eminem song.
Yeah.
This is-
You
Yeah.
get one
this
shot.
is-
One shot.
Yeah.
Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Yo,
Don't fuck it up, man. This is it.
did you shake your head and the bell went off? Shake. Why did you wait until the end for that?
Could have used that.
I've been
all
doing
the
it
way
all
through.
along. No one
I
heard.
hadn't heard it. All right, Dave, over to you.
See you in a minute.